Let's clear up some confusion about kit and talk about what is the lightest, fastest, most advanced kit on the market today. So today we're going to talk about some really important gear that I think a lot of people are confused about, the application of it, how it works, and also kind of what's good, better, and best. All right, so today we're going to be talking about kit. We're going to be talking specifically about H-gear, chest rigs, and then eventually we'll get to the plate carriers. All right, what they're used for, and again, what brands are the best? What have I found to be kind of the top of the line, at least on today's market? Kit is forever changing in the tactical world, right? Every few years it's getting better and better. It's getting lighter, it's getting slicker, it's getting faster, it's getting more efficient, being made with better materials. So we'll see the evolution of kit throughout this video. All right, we're going to start with the old school, what you would say the original generation of kit, and this would be your standard H-gear. Okay, H-gear. Now this is old technology. This is the type of stuff that guys were wearing back in even Vietnam era type of combat situations. And it works, right? But it's kind of heavy, it's kind of cumbersome. And this is actually the H-gear that I wore when I was in the SEAL teams. This is the exact set of H-gear that I had. Now, how would we use this in the SEAL teams, H-gear? Why do I have this setup? The way that we would actually use this H-gear in the SEAL teams is we wouldn't wear this as a standalone unit. I actually wore this H-gear when I was running a light machine gun called a Mark 46, okay? What I would do is I would take this H-gear and I would actually have a plate carrier that was completely slick, all right? No pouches on it, no molly on it. It was a plate carrier that was completely slick, and I would take this H-gear and I would put it on over the top of that plate carrier, okay? And this would be my setup when I was running a machine gun, all right? Now, that's about all that I would use this for. I don't recommend using technology this old and this cumbersome for you guys that are just looking for something to hold magazines while you're out on the range shooting, all right? Old stuff. That's what I used it for. Moving from H-gear, we're going to talk real quick about the chest rig. All right, the chest rig, you'll hear these called Rhodesians, whatever you want to call it, the chest rig. So again, in the teams when I was active duty, a lot of times I would bounce back and forth between running my light machine gun, my Mark 46, and then, you know, a few days later we'd be doing CQC and I would be back on my M4. So I would take this chest rig, I had it set up to carry M4 mags. So when we transitioned into a CQC training block or something, I would simply keep my same slick plate carrier. I would leave this H-gear at home that was set up for a machine gun, and then I could take this chest rig and just slide it on over top of my slick plate carrier, and I would be set up to run an M4, all right? Now, chest rig for you guys, this is going to be probably the biggest bang for your buck. This is going to get the most use for you guys in the civilian world that enjoy spending time out on the range, and you just need something to hold your M4 mags, right? And maybe hold a little bit of extra gear, maybe a notepad, a pen, a Sharpie, whatever, some pasties. This is gonna, I probably use this more than any other piece of kit that I have at the moment. So, this is made to be out on the range when you're running drills with your rifle. It gives you some storage capacity. It's nice and light. It's not heavy. It just sits nicely on your chest. It actually mates up too. The nice thing about this chest rig is the magazines are pretty much in the same location that my magazines are going to be in when I transition to my plate carrier, if I ever wanted to do so. This is going to be the most comfortable thing that you can use, and highly, highly recommend it. Set up your chest rig to carry at least 3 M4 mags. Again, you could carry up to 6 mags in this. You could stick a kangaroo pouch in there. I just kind of use this internal pouch as an admin pouch to carry, like I said, notepad, pen, whatever else I need to carry in there. I think I got a little speed loader in there right now. So super, super good option as far as kit goes for you guys out there in the civilian world. Just a simple chest rig, all right? You're gonna get more use out of this out on the range than this other stuff. Moving from our H gear to our chest rig, now we're gonna start talking about actual plate carriers. Now, what's the difference between a plate carrier and these two things we just talked about right here? Well, the name says it all. A plate carrier, we can actually insert body armor, plates, into this plate carrier. We obviously can't do that with our H gear or our chest rig, all right? So, this can be a standalone unit. You don't have to run your H gear or your chest rig on a slick plate carrier like I was talking about I did when I was active duty. The only reason I did that is because I was transitioning back and forth between weapon systems. This plate carrier can be a standalone. It can take the place of your H gear or your chest rig. You can wear this out on the range without plates in it. You can do that. That's not a problem. If you just want to lighten yourself up, you want to be a wuss, you don't want to carry the extra weight out there, then you can wear this without plates in it. It is going to be bulkier. It is going to be hotter. It is going to be kind of harder to move around in. All right. This is the plate carrier that I used when I was in the teams. This is kind of old technology. This plate carrier was I probably bought this back in 2009, something like that. So this is old technology. It works, but it is heavy. It is bulky. It's not the most comfortable thing in the world now that technology has progressed. Back in 2009, 2010, this was top of the line, guys. What do I look for in a plate carrier? Well, I really like these kangaroo pouches in the top of the this lid right here to put your magazines down in. I want the ability to put side plates in my plate carrier, and that's pretty much it. That was the kind of the mandatory things back then. I can carry 6 M4 mags easily with this plate carrier. I could put 3 in the kangaroo pouch, then I would just take 3 single mag pouches like this, put them across the front, and I would have the ability to carry 6 mags, which would be the standard loadout for your M4. I would want to have the ability to carry 6 mags if I was really loading out to go into some combat scenario or an actual shoot, right? Want to have 6 mags with me. Now, this thing worked. It held up good. This is made by London Bridge. Okay, London Bridge Trading Company is a tactical manufacturer in the Virginia Beach area. They're still making gear. You can probably buy this same plate carrier, which is great. It does work, but again, there's better stuff out there. As technology progressed, we moved up to something like this. You know, Cry came out with some plate carriers that looked like this. This one's made by Eagle Industries. It's a much lighter weight fabric. You can see they've really slimmed down the shoulder straps. They've cut weight there with the material. They've really just made everything more compact. They've made it fit your body better to where you can move around in it better. And the materials have just improved significantly. Now this plate carrier right here, you can see I don't have the ability to run 6 mags on the front. These are attached and I don't have any molly on the front, right? We don't have a kangaroo pouch on this plate carrier, so I had to move some mag pouches around to the side. Another thing with this, it is light, much lighter. It is much more slim, but cutting down on that weight, I don't have the ability to run side plates in this plate carrier either. So this kind of would be your next generation of technology in terms of comfort, fit, being lightweight, moving good. This right here, though, if you want to buy the absolute best kit that I've ever seen or put my hands on in my life, this is the one right here. This is the top of the line as far as I know, okay? This is my new plate carrier that I have. This is by a company, is made by a company called Matbock, okay? M-A-T-B-O-C-K. These are a bunch of former team guys that have decided to start making kit, and this is just an unbelievable material. It's slick, it sheds water, it's super thin, super light. Another thing that's really cool, as we see the progression of kit, you'll see these newer plate carriers don't have the molly, the 1-inch webbing sewn across the front to attach your pouches to. There are actually slits in the fabric, all right? So they cut down on weight, and they also make a sleeker design by putting slits in the fabric to replace that 1-inch webbing that's sewn across the front of our old H-gear, our old plate carriers. I really, really like that, man. With this plate carrier, I can easily attach my external mag pouches across the front here. I've got my kangaroo pouch in. I can carry my 6 mags. I can put side plates in this plate carrier, and it is just, the material is unbelievable. It comes with 2 internal built-in radio pouches on both sides, so if you were running dual comms, dual embitters, you guys don't even know what an embitter is. But yeah, radio pouches are pretty key in a kit too, at least if you're in a combat scenario, right? You gotta have comms, you gotta have a way to carry your comms. Civilians don't necessarily need to worry about that. So this is definitely the top of the line. This right here for me, the plate carrier is so light, it's so comfortable, it sheds water. This has replaced even my chest rig. This is actually more comfortable than my chest rig, okay? So this is what I wear on the range all the time, even if I'm just running drills, even if I'm just spending some time doing some static stuff, out there shooting some mag changes, whatever it may be. It's more comfortable. It's also faster than my chest rig. So this has replaced everything for me. This is really the only piece of kit I need. I want you guys to see how they've designed this plate carrier to where when you put this thing on, you've got a little bit of space between the actual front of the plate carrier and your magazines, all right? If you'll see here on the chest rig, you want to grab one, the magazines sit real flush with the mag pouches and with the actual chest rig. Mag changes with this thing, getting your hands on the magazine to get a mag change with this new design by Matbock, it's just unbelievable, man. It's awesome kit. So, just to recap, don't get confused about what you're looking at out there with all this tactical gear. You don't want H gear. We're not in the 70s anymore, or 80s, or early 90s, okay? This stuff is bulky, uncomfortable, it's crap. If you're a regular civilian and you don't want the capability to carry body armor or plates, then go with a simple chest rig, just like that, all right? This is made by Eagle Industries a long time ago. This is all that you guys need, simple chest rig. If you want the ability to carry body armor or plates, then you get a plate carrier, all right? The plate carrier replaces these items. We have our Good, this is Good, from London Bridge. We have our Better from Eagle Industries, and it's all based off of material, comfort, fit, and weight. And then we have our Best, which is made by Matbock. If I could have had this kit when I was active duty, I would have killed for this thing, man. I mean, if I could have gotten my hands on a piece of gear like this. The main thing when you're thinking about kit, don't forget, the main thing is that you look cool wearing it. It doesn't, really in all reality, everything that I just told you guys is bullcrap. Because it doesn't have to be functional. It doesn't really have to fit what you're doing. It doesn't really have to have an application. Doesn't matter how heavy it is. The main thing is that you look cool wearing it. All right? That's another thing with the Matbot kit. It looks pretty freaking cool. So guys, I hope this cleared up some confusion about how these different pieces of kit are used, kind of how they have progressed from good, better, best, and now maybe you have a little bit more knowledge to know what to buy when you're looking for kit. Thanks for tuning in, guys. If you got something out of this content, please like, subscribe, turn on your notifications, and drop us a comment. We always love hearing back from all of you guys that tune in. Nuff said.